Hello children, it's lovely to be with you today. So I would like to share with you my story called The Ladybird Who Learned How to Count. And it's a lovely story about numbers and a very special character that I've actually made, and he's called Leo the Ladybird, and here he is. Now he meets some friends along the way which I've made, and this is the little robin. He also meets a friendly grey squirrel and a very helpful butterfly too. So I've made all of these, and maybe you would like to make your very own characters at home and make a story up yourself about numbers. So are you ready? Let's begin. The Ladybird Who Learnt to Count. Once there was a little ladybird. He lived in a beautiful garden surrounded by flowers and trees. His name was Leo. He loved climbing up plants and taking a nap inside the flower petals. When he woke up, he couldn't see his brothers and sisters, and he couldn't see his mum and dad. He remembered what his mum had said to him. If you lose your way, count your spots and ask a garden friend to help. We all have the same amount of spots. So first Leo looked around and he saw a friendly robin. Please can you help me find my family? Asked little Leo. Hello Leo, I'm afraid I can't. It is lunchtime and I'm collecting worms. And off he flew. Oh dear, I think he was a bit busy, wasn't he, the robin? Never mind Leo, let's see who else can help you. Next he asked the squirrel. Here he is. Please can you help me find my family? Asked Leo. Hello little Leo, I'm afraid I can't as I'm collecting nuts for my family. And off she scampered. Oh dear, they're very busy, aren't they, today in the garden? Then Leo saw a butterfly. Please can you help me find my family? Hello little Leo, she said. Yes, of course. Leo explained how his family had the same number of spots as him, but he couldn't count. So how would he be able to find them? Shall we see what they do? The butterfly helped Leo. He crawled onto her back and up she flew. Amazing, so they're flying together through the sky. Wow. First they counted the sunflowers in the garden. 1, 2, 3, 4 sunflowers. Then they counted the plant pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leo was getting very good now. Then they counted the yellow roses. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Then they counted the woodlice in the soil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leo had so much fun counting all the plants and wildlife around him. Finally, the butterfly helped Leo count his own spots. Shall we see how many spots he's got, children? She landed on the bird table filled with water. Leo looked at the reflection and could see his spots. Let's count together, said the butterfly. Are you ready? Should we count them together, children? Let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 spots, said the butterfly. I have 6 spots, said Leo. Now we can find my family. The butterfly flew around the garden until they stopped on the apple tree. Climbing up the leaves she spotted Mum, her dad and her brother and sister. They all had 6 spots. There they are, shouted Leo. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. Oh, thank you, Butterfly, said Leo. You are very welcome, said Butterfly. She fluttered her wings and off she flew. Welcome home, said Mom. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, said Leo. Now Leo could find his family if he ever got lost again. And he knew how to count his spots. And he knew that his family had the exact same number as him. So that's my story called The Ladybird That Learned How to Count. So it was really lovely to share with you children. So I'm going to show you a little activity that you can do with your grown-ups, and it's all to do with the ladybird and the spots. So I'll be back in a minute to tell you more. Hello children, so I'm going to show you a little activity which is all about counting, and because we had our story about the ladybird, I thought it'd be really nice to use ladybirds and their spots. So I've just drawn a ladybird on this side, and now I'm going to draw 4 spots. So we go 1 here, and you can do this together with your grown-up, and you can draw them yourself and count them together. And then what's really nice is we're going to make like a little jigsaw puzzle, and you can play this game again and again. And on this side of the card I'm going to write the number 4. So just double check we've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write that number there, and then I'm going to think of a number sentence that makes 4. So you might want to talk to your grown-up about what 2 numbers make 4. So I know by looking at my ladybird that we've got 2 this side and 2 this side. So this is a really nice way to do it. So we can write 2 add 2 equals 4. So you might want a little bit of help with your grown-up. So all you need now is some scissors. And what you can do is you can make your very own jigsaw puzzle. So I'm just going to show you. I've made lots of these with Eva, and you can just make like a jaggedy line, a bit like this, and then a jaggedy line that way. So you're kind of making it so that it's like a jigsaw going to fit together. And then can you see how they're separated like that? And then you can bring them back together. Now children, can you see that I have made lots of these ladybird cards like this, and I have placed them all on the table, and then next to them I've mixed up all of the numbers and number sentences that go with each ladybird. And what you've got to do is match the ladybird with their numbers and addition number sentences. So should we see if we can do some together? And you can have a go at home with your grown-up. So if we see over here, there is 1 ladybird spot on that one. So see if we can find over here the number 1. Now if we look over here, oh, I think I've spotted it. So we can pick that one up and we can place it over here and just double check that it fits the jigsaw. Can you see how that goes really nicely together? And we'll do number 2 as well. So we can do number 2s over here. Look at this, because I've put them in order. This is a nice way to do it. And then can you see I've got a number sentence underneath as well. 1 add 1 equals 2. And I have made all of my ladybirds up to 10. So have a go with your grown-up making some fantastic ladybird jigsaw puzzles with numbers to match.